Hello. So today we're going to play a little bit of the Dominion of India in Kaiserreich. We were playing Tibet earlier, but then we got murdered. So we're going to play as India now. If you're watching it on YouTube, again, I do recommend you come over to the Twitch stream so you can watch it as it goes live. So we have negative 40 political power. Excellent way to start the day. Also, we are playing on the new Kaiserreich patch 17.1. So you can see over here in Central Asia, we got 3 new tags. We got Khiva, the Turkestan Republic, and Bukhara. They welcome, congratulations to them for existing in the world of Kaiserreich. Other than that, I'm hoping they've at least fixed some of the slowdown issues and the crashing that at least I've been experiencing. I don't know if anybody else has been experiencing those same issues. But hopefully that's at least fixed it for us for now. So we have 22 divisions, which I think is a pretty decent way to start off. We're immediately going to play all these troops to the Afghanistan border for the obvious reason. We're going to be going to war with Afghanistan very soon. Also, I keep forgetting to put in the no army experience for unit templates. Again, at some point I'll remember to fix that. So we have 3 research slots. Let's go for all of our basics. Actually, instead of, no, not you. We want to go for the construction speed. Yes, lovely. We are currently 21 factories. They have 6, 1, and 14. Also, I do know in this new patch they did change how this division works based from population. Yeah, this looks a lot simpler than the weird mathematical formula they had before that apparently didn't really work very well. We'll go for some factories, just build them in Delhi for now. Sounds great. We have 4 on you. We're going to put the next 2 just into interwar bombers, because our main targets are going to be the Princely Federation and the Bharati Commune. And I can't imagine many of them, if any of them, have any aircraft. So having any amount of aircraft is going to give us a strategic advantage against the other couple of Indian powers here. We got free dockyards as well. We'll just go for a simple convoy because we only have 50, which is not really a lot. Can't do this until next year. So I guess we'll go for industry bonuses for now. Of course, Dominion of India, it is one of those tags. It's getting removed at some point. I don't know when exactly. But we're playing Dominion of India now because, you know, we want to play them before they get removed from the game entirely. So 1936, Delhi's darkest hour. The Delhi government is a self-proclaimed legal successor to the state of the British Raj. Yet within its borders, different factions vie for power. The progressive Rajas and the bourgeoisie are content with authoritarian Dominion status. Radical nationalists and independent activists are still calling for the expulsion of the British. Tensions are running high inside the Red Fort as well as in the nation's central parliament. To the north, the Afghans watch our every move, while the decadent southern princes in their so-called federation plot our downfall. To the east, the syndicalist scum of the Bharati Commune may well succumb to totalism, posing another huge threat to our nation. Reform is necessary, otherwise we'll be wiped off the face of the planet, and the British will have failed to rule India just like Alexander, the Mughals, and all others who have come before them. What are we missing? We have no natural steel production, so we'll get that from the French Republic, because we are in the Entente, so it makes sense for us to want to trade with them. And we'll trade 1 with... Let's just say the Dutch East Indies seems fine for at least right now. Also, these infantry. You know, you're actually not horrible. You're actually decent. You're not bad units. You were, we'll put this like tiny tank. Tiny tank is going to be infantry 3. You guys, I would like to just, default symbol. Thank you very much. The default symbol. Thank you very much. So I guess we'll just train a handful of infantry 2s. Just say 3 of them for now. God, we have no equipment whatsoever. Don't train anybody. Doesn't make any sense. We're also missing artillery. We can build, you know, a basic one of you. I guess we'll take 1 off bombers for now to put it into our artillery upgrades. Unfilled imports. What are we not getting? We're not getting all of our steel from the French. That's okay. And we don't need to worry about anything else. So the remnants of the Raj. A curious mix of princely states in the old British colonial administration, Delhi is governed by the Wild Creek hero Maharaja Ghan Singh and his government of Raj administrators and northwestern native princes. However, it has been a decade since revolution threw India into anarchy, and has become painfully obvious that reform is dire, or need for reform is dire. Like, of course, all these troops are going to go to the Afghan border. Afghanistan, they're going to go to war with us, I think in like March, if I'm not mistaken. And I want to do a very, very quick campaign in Afghanistan, hoping that we can either puppet them or just maybe annex them directly into the British Raj. I'm not too sure what the options actually are for the Dominion of India, what they can do, or if it's purely based on what the Canadians see fit. Of course, I would like to take over the land for myself. It also does seem like the game is running definitely smoother than it did in the previous patch. So that's nice. I was having some difficulties with how slowly the game was running latch pass for our Scandinavia and for our very, very, very short Tibet campaign. Rudyard Kipling dies. British author Rudyard Kipling died today in Delhi at 70. A staunch supporter of colonialism, the author of The Jungle Book, Kim, If, and the Man Who Would Be King had left Britain after the revolution to return to his native India. His only regret was not being able to return to his native town of Bombay, now in the hands of the hostile Princely Federation. We lose 20 political power. And the passing of King George V. The ousted King of Britain, George V, finally succumbed to the illness that had plagued him since the revolution swept through the home isles. At the head of the state of India, ahead of the state of the Dominion of India, Delhi, his death will certainly cause trouble among the competing factions of the former Raj. But now the Chamber of Princes will head regency until the coronation of his son Edward. So organization is going to be bad, stability is going to be absolutely terrible. I mean, military organization doesn't matter a ton right now, because we're not going to be really be at war. The only person we're going to be at war with is Afghanistan, and they don't matter, right? Like they have, I think they get like 7 divisions at most. Maybe at some point we'll try doing a like Afghanistan challenge run where we just try to win the war. It'll probably take like 2 hours of constant attempts, but we'll see how it goes. So again, we're hoping that the United States actually has their civil war and progresses down their actual focus tree, so that'd be nice. Herbert Hoover will no longer, unfortunately, be the eternal president. And I don't think, like, it's still set, you know, January. Black Monday is going to be happening in, like, 2 days. Okay, the war of Afghanistan actually has already happened. Lovely. Do we even need to call Canada into the war? I honestly don't think so. I think we just march our troops straight in. By the way, did I turn off the fog? I did not turn off the fog. Move our troops straight into Kabul. You go to Kunduz, you come up to here. You move your way here, and then you come up to Kandahar. Afghanistan invades! Nothing moment of weakness following the death of King George V. Afghanistan is invaded. This is not the first time they have done this. As followed by the military, they attacked and stole the cities of Peshawar and Quetta. Okay, well, I'm ready. Anarch has been elected to France. Congratulations to them. I don't think it really matters so much. And Black Monday. Is it still, the special Fuhrer? Because when did they replace Mac now? Or Mac, no. When did he get replaced as the anarchist leader in France? Invitation to the Imperial Conference. With the coronation of King Edward VIII, the Canadian government is now prepared to convene for the 8th Imperial Congress. That's cool. Good for them. We'll keep on moving troops in. We're just not going to call the Canadians into the war, because I think they're going to make the situation worse for us. And by that, I mean they're going to... You move into here. Poland has declared a republic. Again, we don't have any aircraft, I believe, so let's not worry about it too much. You come over to here, go up to Kandahar. I can't imagine the Afghanistan military is going to be like an actual threat for us. You should be killed. Draw a fallback line here, where all of you guys will now deploy. Excavation, I mean, sex infrastructure is not bad. That is a diarchy. Let's also do like a basic weapon focus as well. You guys come up to here. You should be dead in a moment. You guys will be dead in a moment as well. So yeah, we don't really need to worry about them too much. I mean, when is Afghanistan going to capitulate? I imagine it's going to be soon. Okay, someone else gone to war. That's just China falling apart. We shouldn't be too surprised by that happening here. You go to this city, you're about halfway dead. And we'll see if an event fires for peace or not. Again, I don't really know what's going to happen. You you make your way over to Kandahar from the north. One of you will go to Kunduz. Yeah, you know, China, it just falls apart. It's just something that happens every once in a while. Okay, move up towards the north. You go to Kandahar. And then we just need to send troops to Herat. Move up to here. Afghanistan is almost dead. We've only lost 120 men so far, so I feel like it's going pretty well for us. Afghanistan's lost 5,000. There's no cities up in this little area, so we don't really care about it too much. Oh, you actually don't own Kedah yet. And Mosley's been elected chairman of the TUC. We got Totalist Britain, Anarchist France, and we'll kind of see which way Italy goes. I think goes Syndicalist, we got the full trifecta there. Canteen Indian Socialists overthrow Tibet. Looks like they're also going the same path we just did. I don't know how well it's going to go for them, but we'll see. We do got to make sure that they don't take back Kabul, for obvious reasons. Because you're worth 2 victory points. You're worth 1. We got 3 victory points left for us to have to take. Imperial Conference of 1936. Today, the Imperial Conference begins with leaders representing the remembrance of the British Empire. I think we've read this event like 5 different times through various countries we played as. We'll definitely go for, we need better military. We were missing like 8,000 rifles, so we need to get that going ASAP. I mean, there's no reason to be attacking these guys, right? That's just wasting organization for no reason. There we go. You are now dead. We didn't even call the Canadians in. Because I think Canada usually has like a peace event there. But of course, Canada doesn't get called into the war. Let's deploy some units onto this border. We do need to put troops on Princely Federation as well. But we should be able to get like a lot of men out into the field in the future. Okay, Afghanistan. Military occupation. You don't know. We'll just release Afghanistan. That seems completely okay. We now have our own lovely puppet state in the north. Welcome Afghanistan into the Entente. Oh, look, you Fabus, welcome. Okay, the game is still running a little bit slowly, but that's okay. As long as it doesn't crash 5 different times in one stream, then I will consider that to be a success. But I mean, if you look at the Entente, it's doing, you know, decently well. And by that I mean it's expanded by 1 country that we took over. So how many troops do you guys have? You have 9 to 50, 21 to 38 in the Princely Federation. So it might be more important for us to kill the Princely Federation first, because they might be an easier target. We can't do you until the election's been held. When is our election? Don't know. It doesn't tell us. So let's get the infrastructure going. Factory put by 7%, 10% consumer good factories, you know, not great. World military occupation of Afghanistan. Is the Entente always the strongest faction? I don't know if that's true at all. In fact, it might seem to be the exact opposite of the case most of the time. King is stupid. Okay, the Imperial Durbar of 1936. So last out in 1911, in honor of the late George V, the Imperial Durbar has a massive event celebrating the coronation of a new British monarch, as well as a moment for important proclamation regarding the states. Now, with Afghanistan defeated by Indians and the British Empire still in danger, many expect the new monarch, Edward, to have his powers further weakened by an empowered legislator. However, he is still seen to be a unifying entity among the desperate ethnic, cultural, and religious groups that make up the subcontinent. So we either have Gogma Singh put in place, or let's keep the power of the king, King is stupid. I don't think I've ever seen the Dominion. Like, I feel like India doesn't usually go for keeping a king. What if we become social democratic and then we just join up with India or with the Bharatiya Commune? Like, what we try to get done in our campaign as we played as Gandhi and it just didn't work. I'm gonna see, like, if we want to attack you, fortify, land forts. I do think we want to probably destroy Southern traders first. We do need 300,000 manpower. Right now we have, so we need to basically double the size of our army. It's King's Day in the Netherlands. Here it's Tuesday. So maybe we can do this like relatively early on. So 1936 Dominion election. Now that Afghanistan has been dealt with and the country is secured, King Edward has decided to hold elections. 4 major parties are competing for the people's vote. The Indian Liberal Party under V.S. Srinivasa Stratsi, the Socially Liberal Sarwa Party under Narasimha Kelkar, the Social Democratic All India Home Rule Party under Muhammad Al Jinnah, and more Conservative Unionist Party under Sikkar Hayat Khan. So who do we want to have in place? Well, who's the largest party? Right now, it looks like the Unionists and the Social Democrats are the largest. Does it actually make a difference who ends up winning? I guess we'll just go with the Unions remain in power. But I don't know if it really makes any difference whatsoever who wins. Other than, of course, the Social Democrats when they can peacefully unify India, but that's very, very unlikely to happen. We need 300,000 men in the field. We need to double the size of our army if we wish to actually invade anybody. Well, I mean, we can do that. Train up 5 infantry 2s, 5 infantry 1s, and then what about the light infantry? They're garbage. What about the loyalist militia? They're garbage. What about armored division? I don't think we have any tanks. We can't afford to pay any tank. No, I think I said Heinz getting added in some future update that doesn't exist yet. What about camel corps? You know, let's build like 2 camels and then build 5 cavalry. And we'll deploy all these guys just in Ajmer. That seems fine. I think you might be getting, yeah, you're getting deployed somewhere else. That's okay. And the Imperial network's been expanded. Lovely. Let's follow you up with more infrastructure. Then we can just get, I mean, that's 6 military and like 8 civilian factory. That's actually really, really good. Let's actually just focus on getting our industry as powerful as we possibly can before any of the wars actually happen. Yeah, it's like a lot of about India is going to change in a vague future update from now. Who knows when it actually will actually come to fruition. I know there's, I'm trying to remember who's in the update. I know there's Pakistan, British India, and Azid Hind. I know those are 3 countries, but I think there might also be Bangladesh might also exist. I'm trying to remember exactly who's in there. Okay, so let's research better construction. That seems like it'd be really nice for us. Do you guys also have the same requirements where you need 300,000 men? Yes, you do. So we can kind of at least see where our opponents are at in terms of manpower by looking at their national focuses and seeing whether or not they have 300,000 men deployed to actually do their decisions. We know so far neither of these guys have 300,000. So nobody can really do any... Actually, like, you actually don't need... No, you do need 300,000. Never mind. Why are we getting no steel from France? I guess we'll trade the United States for like 2 years. I mean, yeah, Afghanistan, of course, is still going to be in the in a new update as well. But I don't know what they're really going to do then, because the Dominion of India, it's getting replaced, like, to the south. Like, I know, or what I remember from the screenshot, which I guess could theoretically change, there's, like, Pakistan here, and then we got Adin Hind in this area, and then we got British India in the south. The architect of the gentry peasant Kisan political alliance has laid the groundwork for the powerful Unionist party. Sir Mind Faziul Hossain has passed away after a prolonged period of illness. Having been absent from the day-to-day running of the party for a prolonged period of time owing to his illness, Faziul Hussein will nevertheless be sorely missed within the conservative circles. But I don't know if India or Afghanistan is going to try to invade into the subcontinent again, like, in the future update. Okay, the India Act. We'll then do reforming the industry. The Indian economy is falling apart. Archaic trade regulations, corrupt tax collectors, and abhorrent lack of foreign investments is driving a sword through the neck of economic progress. Calling for a liberalization of a thrifting our nation, the merchants, business magnates, and industrialists of the Indus Valley are calling for reform to sweep the economic currents of the Dominion. The Premier is himself not ill-exposed to these ideas, which include a broad range of privatization, tax reforms, institution of inflation-controlled measures. However, such a strong dose of liberalism might upset the rural poor that constitute the majority of the Dominion. The political power goes up by a ton. We go for free trade. Single market, radical socialism goes up. You can't go socialist as the Dominion of India, right? Like, you can't go that route. Let's go. Okay, here's my thing, right? The way I see free trade in kind of like Hearts of Iron 4 in general is if you look at our trade, the only thing we domestically really make is tungsten, and we don't use it for ourselves that much. So there's, I think, no reason not to go for free trade, because we don't really lose out on anything. We will then go for, of course, better industry, so we can upgrade as much as we possibly can in the meantime. Yeah, the AOG. I don't think... I kind of wish I could have gone back and played a campaign as the AOG. It's one of those countries I never actually got to play. I know it's in Kaiser Redux, but it's kind of more like the legation cities. So maybe in Kaiser Redux we'll play as the AOG at some point. That could be fun. Don't get Excavation 1. I was just talking about how we don't have any natural resources. Why the hell would I get Excavation 1? But yeah, no, I think that AOG in Kaiser Redux. Look forward to that when it might happen at some point. I don't know. Don't know when that would be. Okay, but August of 1936. We'll see. I mean, what are you guys doing? You're just basic republic. Finland is gone national populist. We don't really know which way the Nordic countries are going to go quite yet. Democracy. France is putting a mission over into India, which is not, of course, really what we like at all. And there's a war in Indochina. I don't think we care about intervening in that at all. You know, we don't care about political actions. Does anybody ever actually do the political actions, like, often? I mean, I guess, you know, legislative freedoms. It's not horrible. It's been a while since we played Red Flood. Maybe we'll do a Red Flood campaign at some point in the future. I remember one time we tried playing as France, but we did the primitives route, and we just got our ass kicked by the Germans. That was funny. No, the avant-garde is like a real thing. it's like a real art movement that existed in the 30s. It's not a Red Flood reference. I mean, we have enough manpower. We don't need to change any of this. We'll go up to early mobilization, though, for sure. The Indian Industry Act of 1936. Since the Unionist Party swept the office in the last election, a reform of the stagnant Indian economy has been passed, and the status of the principal states to be determined. However, demands have been presented by the leaders of the nascent trade union movement in the Northwest Many of the government legislate in favor of greater workers' rights. Traditional and slightly reactionary in its origin, this is a very controversial demand for the incumbent unionist cabinet. However, the movement for the betterment of the workers' right is an increasingly powerful organization within the Dominion. As such, a contradictory stance with the government and its landed supporters might risk driving up the economic trade unionists in the arms of radical syndicalism. Um, 10% stability. We get 5% stability loss. So actually, it's only a plus 10% stability, or plus 5% stability. 5% factory output. We'll do a little bit of workers' rights. That's not got too crazy here. No, I don't know. Actually, you can maybe go back and check, but I think the avant-garde has existed for a while in the French focus tree. I think the event is older than Red Flood is. Okay, let's continue rail restoration. Then we can start upgrading our economy. Just like we can actually almost like we will like double our factories from just these 6 decisions, which is really nice. Oh, so are these not 70 days? No, they're only 49 days. I don't know when they changed that. I mean, I'm glad, because 70-day focuses are garbage. They're so bad. There's war going on in China. Not too sure who's going to quite come out on top in this 3-way war in the old League of 8 provinces. I mean, who do you even want to support? It looks like Anqing has supported the Qing. So maybe them? But I don't know if it really matters for an Entente playthrough. Maybe if somebody could like boost up German power, that could be nice. What's happening else in the rest of the world? You're not doing too much. You're just getting some rail expansion. West Indies are doing like a nice little railway project. France, just authoritarian democracy. Nothing too crazy there. So what are we missing? We're missing artillery. We're missing light tank. Okay. We can build some trash tanks. Oh, Vietnam also exists. So you guys have released Vietnam. This is actually kind of like a funny thing. Where I don't know if they fixed it, but there's like a glitch in some sort of like capitulation code. Where if Indochina capitulates Vietnam, all of West Indies, all General East Indies just falls apart. You know, fair enough. We might support PUE. Okay, let's go with better industry on you. Follow that up with let's get civilian factories first, and then we'll go for the military factories. So we can see Iran has gone socialist. Can they still do the faction with the Bahari Commune? Or did they remove that? I don't remember if they removed it or not. You can see that you can go to war. No, they can still. And then they go to war with us. That would be bad. We don't want a 2-way war with the Iranians for obvious reasons. Okay, so we can see that Canada's putting troops up. Why are you bringing troops up here? So what we're going to do is if you end up going to war with Nepal, I am not calling in the Canadians or anybody else for the obvious reason that the AI cannot handle the war in Nepal. So we can kill Nepal easily when the opportunity kind of arises, right? Okay, Huey Long's been elected president of the United States, so it's good to know at least that it's not bugged right now. Also, it looks like all our units are now basically full strength. We're missing a handful of light tanks, but that's okay. East Turkestan. Why would I want to support you? The East Turkestan delegation arrived this morning requesting support in our independence war against the Jinan clique. How should we use the problem? We can provide with weapons and gold at regular bases. But why would I want to support you? Because I don't, like, you can't join the Entente, right? It's the positive military parade. I mean, nothing but I felt India wrong, so that's also maybe a problem. No, there is. You. Connection to Duya. What about the Entente? Sure, screw it. Why not provide full support? Don't know if it matters so much one way or another. Never seen anybody successfully take down Nepal? Yeah, don't let the AI try it. It doesn't work. How many troops does Nepal have? They have 3 to 8 divisions right now. It's 36. We can get some basic... Well, we get the next level of tech here. We go for radio. Bulwark against the Japanese. Well, I don't think I've ever seen Japan... Well, probably not never. But recently, Japan doesn't do very well in China. So I'm not really worried about what Japan's planning on doing. I think they kind of suck recently. They can usually take over Germany's Asia, but that's usually about as far as they go. What would be nice if the Princely Federation could break out in civil war and just weaken themselves like that, so I can come in here and just kill the rest. That would be nice. I don't know if it'll happen, but I can tell you that it would be nice. Let's get Nepal incorporating Burma. We also get territories against Siam. I think it's taking over like the old British Raj territories, which is, I believe, like right here, and then all of Burma. So we can definitely take some more land after we've unified India. The Council of Prince have been dissolved. From the south, news arrived that the political situation in the Princely Federation is quite eroding. The Nizam of Hyderabad, Osam Al-Khan, today dissolved the Grand Council of Princes, setting himself as the sole head of the government. Rumors are afloat that a great amount of southern princes are deeply offended by this unilateral show of arrogance. While some characterize Nizam's illusion of grandeur as nothing but a play for power, some foreign experts speculate that the imminent confrontation might soon erupt between the various nominal independent states within the Federation. An opportunity for us. What's the opposite of swole? I don't know. Just look in a mirror. Okay. Also, I should probably assign a field marshal to this army. By the way, can you upgrade? How well can you get that an upgrade for you? Infantry expert? Yes. Just immediately get that. Again, it's almost 1937. I don't think... Is Middle Africa... Are they going to collapse this campaign, do you think? Goring is still in charge. Gangxi cliques that war with the Gaodong People's Republic. Are they the KMT-aligned ones? I don't really know. They might just be doing their own thing. So right now, okay, so it's left KMT against the Nanjing clique. Who would win in that fight? 11-27, 4-22... Okay, Canada. How the hell are you having a conscription crisis in 1936? It doesn't even make sense. Maybe they should have it where you can't go extend to conscription before, you know, you're at war or something like that. It makes no sense why Canada would be would do this. Okay, Norway's joining International. Gonna declare some martial law. It looks like, I think Sweden has just gone conservative. Nothing too crazy there. So we won't see any AI generated Nordic Federation, unfortunately. I know it's very sad for everyone. Oh, look, we have new units as well. These new armies we will deploy just directly onto the Bharatiya Commune's line. Like, I appreciate Canada for sending troops over here. Oh, so all of our support went to waste. Excellent. I guess you guys will just march your way towards Calcutta. Just march up to this river. That seems decent enough for me. I mean, I don't know why the AI is sending units to this line. Because there's nobody here. Like, we're not at war. We're not at risk of war right now. It's like we can start doing the prepare for the final struggle, but until we have 300,000 men in the field, we can't actually invade anybody. Render limit war support goes up for a year. 10% stability for free is nice. We have one more military factory. Go for more military factories. Let's put one more artillery. Well, from my understanding, the reason that Norway can even go socialist is just so that something can happen in Scandinavia. Because, I mean, like, Norway is trash. It's like, it's like not a good ally for the International. I mean, when we played as Norway and we joined the International, we did pretty well for ourselves. But that's because Sweden just never joined up with the Reichspakt for no good reason. Okay, invitation is the IEDC. Honestly, let's invest 100 political power. I don't know which one we clicked. Here we go. Yeah, don't put 100 into there. We have a 4-way civil war breaking out very, very soon. We'll see who comes out on top there. Of course, we just want anybody but the CSA to win. Is this in the economy? Naval engineers, I think, is basically trash. Resource gain, factory good. Factory about 50% is like really nice. Let's get the output there. 15%'s really good. Do not leave the IEDC. Well, I mean, Mexico can go national populist and then reclaim all of its old territories in... What the hell was that? Oh, my fucking drink fell off my desk. Luckily, it's got a lid. Okay, IEC investment. Let's invest in a free military factory. Again, all you guys are just going to deploy over into this line. And we'll just kind of deploy 2 of each for right now. We have no steel. Oh yeah, because all our steel we were trading in the United States is gone now because of the obvious reason that, I guess we'll just trade with the Russians then? We shouldn't be having any problems with them. Aw, they got a cringy king. They're still a monarchy, right? I think Norway is still like a constitutional monarchy today. What do we have any of you? Let's go mass assault because I mean we're India, we have a lot of troops that we can kind of just throw at the front lines. Yeah, I mean a war against the Princely Federation. I wish we could kind of intervene now, like that would be nice for us. But you can't do that, right? Incite rebellion. Incite rebellion. Well, let's at least prepare for the final struggle. We got 150 political power out of that. We are missing out on 6 military factories, but we can always worry about that in the future. One of the princes of Norway is kind of nuts. How so? I'm always in for some Norwegian royal family drama here. Yeah, we'll join the ISAC. See what's going on? Oh, that's fucking sweet as hell. That's what I would do. If I was royalty, I would do weird shit like that. Yes, Chaos and Princely Federation. Absolutely, we are going to invade Bombay. Chaos and the Princely Federation. Osam Al Khan's autocratic ambition and hubris have finally driven the southern princes into open revolt. For the second time in a decade, the Hindu rulers of Mysore and Transcore wavered their oaths of loyalty towards the nominal overlord. Kannada and Malaysian troops already openly engaged army units loyal to the Hyderabad government, was the federal apparatus of the state in the south and thrown into complete disarray. While at risk of rocking the Nizam into a war with us, perhaps the Bharati Commune, this could be an opportune time to seize Bombay Princely Federation, which lies across our border. Absolutely, send forces to occupy the territory. Bombay is this province. We can also take Berber as well. Hell yeah, let's go. Bombay is ours. Let's bring these troops down south now. Oh, that's fucking sweet, dude. Yeah, we also need to get our technology going. So it's 37. I'll go to 1938 research, follow you up with the 1936 artillery upgrade. Yeah, but imagine if all the weird if all the weird shit that I did brought down a monarchy. That'd be something. That'd be an interesting life story. Like I don't think I'd be upset if I was like a prince and my dumb shit collapsed the monarchy. That'd be a story to tell. I'd go down in the history books. Okay, we have military factories. We need a stupid amount of guns, so let's start building more rifles. Also have more military factories in Delhi. Like, what? Like, technically, where I live is also a monarchy. But nobody cares. I mean, I guess some people do care. But I don't. But if somebody in the royal family was, dating a shaman, I would be a lot more interested in hearing about it. We'd be bringing down the monarchy with extreme cringe. Yeah, get 150 power out of this. Although immediately by continuing the preparation for the final struggle. We actually already have 300,000 manpower in the field. No, we do not. We have 200,000 in the field. It's different. That'd be exactly. We 250 political power. We should spend this on something. We might as well go up to limited conscription. There's actually no penalties for it. Follow that up with a. I don't need you. What about like max entrenchment? Yeah, that seems okay. Oh, bless me. Excuse me. I'm just imagining like. Okay, Mysore's been annexed. Prince Federation, I mean, they've taken some more land, but that's okay. Okay, Canada supports federal government. Yes, okay, so we're all supporting MacArthur, probably because you've gone, Actually, which route did you go with? Are you conservatives? Will you suppress the Quebecois, or will you... By the way, supporting the federal government, by the way, is just a bad idea, like, looking at the way this is going. Imagine me like, because the Prince and Chill's cringe. What if, like, the royal family? Like the young ones? I don't remember any of their names, to be honest. Like, the ones that are, like, 6, 7. What if, like, 5 years, they just become, like, Roblox YouTubers? That's what I would do. If I was a young prince, I would, start like a TikTok account. And how has nobody done that? I know, like, I think the British government is like really strict on what the on like the monarchy, like the little princes and stuff can do. But I would absolutely be like a Roblox TikToker if I was Prince Andrew or whatever the young kid is called. What are they going to do? Exactly, the Royal Minecraft YouTube channel? I remember, wasn't the one kid that was in The Walking Dead? I don't remember what his name was. The kid who played Carl. I guess he's not a kid anymore because that show's like 10 years old. But didn't he have like a Minecraft YouTube channel at some point and like ABC or something told him to stop? I think that was the thing that happened. Maybe I'm just making that whole thing up in my head as like a fever dream, but I'm pretty sure, like, I feel like celebrities, I'm surprised that like young celebrities don't start like these kind of like YouTube channels. I know Jack Black did, but I think it was mostly just as a joke. I don't know if he ever actually made any actual like gaming videos. I mean, I just remember at least when it came out, like Jack Black just posted a bunch of videos being like, next video is gonna be a like a let's play. But it was always just Oh no. Prince Andrew, he started a Patreon. Please like and subscribe. You made some nor near man he promised? Okay. I mean, making any was more than I would expect, to be quite honest. Let's go for the military factories now. Volunteers at Carlist. I mean, Carlist, it looks like they're about... I mean, who's getting support? You're getting Russian support from the Russians. How many volunteers can we send? We can send 3 units. Do we have any units that are actually decent? Eh, kind of. Sure, you know, let's just send Joffrey Scoons in here. Please like and subscribe. I'm begging you. The game it's crashed